Hello there guys and welcome, it is Niran here and today it is time for another episode of our Grid Autosport online adventures. As you can see, we are here in Abu Dhabi in Dubai. I do apologise here. In the V8 Utes, we are starting plumb last right behind the Belgian Ford V8 U. We ourselves are in a Ford V8 U, and there's one thing solely that Grid Autosport has taught me since buying this game, and that is the V8 Utes cause all sorts of utter carnage offline and online. So this is proven, this is going to be an absolutely monumental race. We are now underway here for this 3-lap race. We've already got the jump on the Belgian dude to our right hand side, getting a much better start there. It's like he didn't even have curves or anything, but still we're going to bear down now on this very erratic looking Holden Commodore in front. Just giving a little bit of a break there in front as I think a Liquimoli Ford in front of us there goes a little bit cautious through these first 4 corners. Someone getting well out of shape in front of Holden Commodore going out to the right hand side there with an orange impact rating. That can only mean one thing, and that's just to stay away. He goes, clams himself. Wait, clams himself? Is that even a phrase? Slams himself is what I was going for, but slams himself into the Liquimoli Ford. We're now up into 7th. We've been hit from behind. We've got a Razor car in front of us here, a Brit, and this is all getting a little bit messy through that right-hand turn there, that little hairpin. We're down in 7th, decent start. Okay, never mind, we're down in 8th now, but still, we've gained 1 position. Our displacement is positive, and therefore that's a good thing. There, the Belgian Ford just absolutely lunges himself up the inside of someone there, loses it completely, as does the Australian Holden Commodore there in front of us. We're now up into 5th place. We tagged him there slightly. We've got steering damage as well, despite only hitting that Holden Commodore. So how we managed to get that is truly beyond me in a touring car. We've got all sorts of carnage going on in front. No one in front of us able to keep it out of this tyre. We've got a South African dude in front of us in a Ford V8 U, a British Holden one. We've got the run on them all here. We're going through a corner where it is literally impossible to overtake. So I'm not even going to... Well, okay, I've tried it. Apparently there's a guy who's destroyed himself in the middle of the track there in that Holden Commodore. Someone spun in the lead and they've gone back into the track and caused a monumental accident. Literally debris going into the sea. It was so bad, my goodness me. Well, that is utter carnage. We're closing it. Bruh. Yo, Niran, I'm feeling like it's one of them moments. Oh, just shut up. Oh, who am I kidding? Of course it's one of those moments. We've got a puncture on our front right tyre, and without all these sorts of steering capabilities through right-hand turns, surely we're going to plummet through the order like an absolute stone, but it doesn't look that way because we're actually catching this Holden Commodore who's decided to fling himself at the rubber tyre wall on the outside, and we're actually gaining on him. This is absolutely incredible. The chance of the win was surely gone, but now, having got up into 2nd place due solely to not my speed but everyone else flinging themselves at the rather nice Dubai scenery out here, we're up into 2nd and the guy in the lead's gone into the barrier and we are leading with a puncture. With all sorts of steering damage, we actually have a chance of doing the impossible. Winning, whilst everyone else around us is fine. We have this huge handicap here, and no, it's all gone. It's absolutely all gone because he's just been able to breeze past us in a straight line. Look at how much more speed he has in a straight line in that Holden than our decrepit looking Ford at the moment. And to be honest, I don't even know how we've got this steering damage or puncture. We've hardly hit anyone in this race at all. The guy in the lead's bouncing off all barriers and he's apparently still fine. We've meanwhile got someone catching us as well from behind. So it is looking, as I first feared, that we are actually possibly just going to plummet through the order like a stone. We are here though on lap 2 of 3 here in Dubai, and what a tasty race this is looking like so far. We've got this guy in front who clearly is very slow. Maybe he's got a puncture as well, but I just can't see it on my screen because we're gaining on him again. We've also got someone behind who's catching us as an absolute huge rate of knots, so much so that I couldn't even speak properly just a moment ago. Our doors flying open, we've got people trying to talk in game chat. I don't care about any of those previously mentioned variables because we are now charging at the back end of this Holden Commodore for the lead here in Dubai, going through this rather treacherous little quick chicane where someone absolutely completely annihilated themselves at the wall on the previous lap. That guy gets a massive slide going, hits the wall on the outside. We're all over him. We tap the wall though, not quite as severely as he did. We're going to the outside now. Surely this is an impossible move. We back out of it, but he gets a slide on again. And now we have the inside for the next right-hand turn, and we take the lead once again with our decrepit Ford V8 U. How this is even possible is beyond me, but we are leading here This is going to be, well, it's going to take me 17 years to get around this hairpin. Look at how slow I'm having to go. It's understeer is a complete understatement currently. This is beyond all imaginable scenarios of understeer currently. We've got this puncture though, we've got cool sparks flying from the back end of our car. That other car from behind is catching in third place as well, as us two battle it out. It's like seeming utterly stupendously stupid people there. The guy in second place goes wide into the barrier on the outside, and this is utter carnage. I've now got red steering damage, which is the worst imaginable. So I've got all sorts of steering damage, which is trying to put me in the opposite direction, and a puncture, and a seemingly fine dude in terms of damage in third. He's all over the back of the Holden Commodore, and surely it will be only a matter of time before he's all over the back of us too. But you know what? This is absolutely incredible. In fact, so much so that I think we deserve some dramatic music in the background as we fling ourselves here, a huge amount of understeer out into the wall, and no, dramatic music over, because we've not only been passed by one guy, but another guy. In fact, the dude who was passing us there is Maximus Prime. Maximus Prime, a transformer, has actually managed to catch us with not only one puncture, but two. Now, I think that guy actually deserves a round of applause, because that is magnificent. I'd take my hat off to you if I wasn't currently playing the game and using both my hands currently. But the Holden there somehow still holding on to the lead. Hopefully he can hold on in front of this seemingly incredible transformer-like Ford V8 Ute in front of us here, who's just bossing everyone with two punctures. They're all out of shape there, all sorts of contact. They hit the wall on the outside. I'm going to try and go around the outside of both of them, and they take each other out. Only the Holden Commodore remains. Maximus Prime is gone. He is out of the equation. He is out of the algebraic equation, and we now take the lead here with all sorts of steering damage through this quick chicane. Only a matter of corners left. It's time for the dramatic music to return, because I tell you what, this is one heck of an effort. This is one heck of an effort with a car that doesn't want to steer. But the thing is, it doesn't want to steer or stay in a straight line. It somehow manages to take away both of those variables. It's not doing either. We tap the wall on the outside, but we're gaining a massive lead now, and the Holden Commodore has spun. He's spun, and surely now that has gifted us the win here. Yet again, it's going to take centuries for us to get out of this hairpin, but we've finally done it. Those two guys, Maximus Prime and the Holden Commodore, are battling yet again for second place, but surely now we have been gifted the impossible victory. Not only a win, but a win by an absolute mile. It was helped, I suppose, by Maximus Prime getting taken out, but still, we've just got to be cautious through these next corners with a car that really seemingly only wants to steer left, apparently, although it was doing quite the opposite, going to that left hairpin. Nevertheless, whatever this car happens to want, I don't really care, because we're coming through the final corner now to take one of the most monumental victories in all history. We have won here in Dubai, with somehow a yellow impact rating, having done nothing all race long. Maximus Prime is going to take second place, but my goodness me, the impossible victory has been taken here in Dubai. I'm quite proud of myself here. What a race that was in the V8 Utes here around this monumental track here in Dubai. Maximus Prime did in fact take second in front of that Holden Commodore. The South African racing Ute, the Ford one, will take fourth in front of the Belgian guy as well. I remember those guys from the start, seemingly quite a long time ago. But nevertheless, I've really enjoyed this race. I hope you guys have too. Like and subscribe if you did. Comment about enjoying it if you enjoyed it that much. It's been an absolute pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a brilliant day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.